guys, it's Olivia and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my college series, going back to school series of videos. If you haven't seen my first one, 20 things that you will definitely need in college, you should check that out. I will put the link down in the description below and there will be more to come. If you have questions about college or really pretty much anything you want to know about college or want to see me do regarding college, let me know in the comments section down below and I will try my best to make a video to what you guys want and like to see. So I'm super excited. This one is actually kind of like counteracting last time's video. Instead of being 20 things you definitely need in college, it is 20 things that you definitely do not need in college. So these are things that I brought that I found were just a total mistake and I didn't need any of them and I didn't use them and they just took up space and it was just way too much. And honestly, lucky you, it's actually not 20, so this video is going to be like kind of cut in half and a little bit shorter. It is 11. So 11 things you definitely do not need at college and that will just clutter your room and will take up space. Number one for me was my all-time worst thing. The biggest culprit of the things I did not need in college is shoes. Okay, obviously, like I had shoes and I brought shoes and I wore shoes, but like the amount of shoes that I brought that I didn't use, like way too many. I had way too many shoes. Like I guess I thought I was going to be wearing heels way more than I did. I thought I was going to be so diverse and wear so many different types of sneakers than I did, but like honestly, I wore probably the same like little strappy flats like every single day. Those and then like maybe a pair of one pair of sneakers. Like really, people, you need to narrow it down when it comes to packing because like you'll think that you'll be like, oh, I'll wear these this time, oh, I'll do this time, oh, like I'll need this for that like very certain specific occasion. Like no, you will surprise yourself with how lazy and how like much you don't care when it comes to college. If I'm honest, like you are not going to need all that junk. Number two, excess decorations. I am once again a huge culprit of bringing way too many decorations. As you can see behind me, I love covering my walls and I love decorating things to the nines, but honestly it was horrible. Like I had way too much and I then collected way too many things and I didn't have room for anything because I already had the things that I brought from home. And like, bring what you think you'll want, like totally, but it was so annoying just having way too many like little like candles or way too many little like pillows, and I'll get to that, and like little like planters and just things I did not have room for. Like way too many things to make my room all cute that like, no, my dorm was just not cutting it. My dorm was like not having all my home decor DIY crap. That brings me to number three, which is random knickknacks. Like honestly, I don't even know what was going through my head when I was packing, but like I brought the most random crap, like tiny little bubble necklaces, pins that had owls on them, and like random lights that I would never use. Excess of everything, like knickknacks and like little like picture frames and photo albums and just like stupid things I never ever used. So like really be as minimalist as you can and bring like as little as possible, because you'll find out that like you're gonna be in a tight quarter and you're gonna be with someone else and they're gonna have just as much stuff as you are, and if you're me and you have way too much stuff, like good luck trying to find somewhere to put like your school supplies and your food and stuff like that, because like the knickknacks get in the way. Okay, too many clothes. Like something that I struggled with was, so in Savannah it's like hot all the time. In the first time that I was going there, I was packing for like 4 seasons, when really I only needed to pack for 1, maybe 2. Most schools have a fall break where you can go home and like you can switch out your warm stuff from when it's like still kind of summery in August and September, and then like switch out for your fall stuff. But like you need to just pack clothes for like what you're dealing with then. like for the weather then, you know, don't think about like the imaginary snowstorm that's gonna happen in the middle of August, because like that's not gonna happen. Like, be realistic with yourself. And like, I have a huge issue with this just because I am a blogger, and I'll be like, oh well, this is a cute random top that I'll buy, like I'll buy this and I'll like wear this like for this really specific themed shoot, and I'll do this, and then I'll never use it, and it'll just sit in my drawer. And like, I have way too many clothes. Like, I didn't even bring half my stuff, and I still had way too much. Like, I didn't shop at school at all, just because I didn't have time or money or like room. But like, there was no room for all the clothes I had. I had to bring home clothes. Probably every single time I went home, I brought home so many clothes and never bought any back, but then still had so much. Like, do not bring as many clothes. Like, even if you're a fashion major, like, don't. Nobody even cares what you look like. Like, you're probably gonna wear the same like comfy outfit every day, so. Okay, number 5, a TV. Honestly, so we had a TV, we never used it, and if we used it, we would use it to plug the HDMI cord in and watch something from like Netflix on the computer, just stream it bigger. But like, 9 times out of 10, anything you're trying to watch on TV, if it's like live TV, you can stream somewhere else or just watch the next day. Like, you don't need a TV, it'll just collect dust, it just is big, it takes up a lot of room, like, don't bother bringing it. Number 6 is high school supplies. So like, you're not gonna need binders or loose leaf paper or anything, and honestly, buy your school supplies, and this kind of goes into the next one, which is textbooks. Buy your school supplies and your textbooks like a week into the class. Do not, under any circumstances over the summer, be like, oh, I'm taking this English class, I'll get like these 3 notebooks and like all these pens and everything. Like, you don't know what you're gonna need. Like, most likely you'll have this huge syllabus with so many things you'll need, and you'll get the textbook. You will be one of those people who gets the textbook and never uses it. Like, oh my god, I didn't even buy a single textbook this year, and I would have I think I probably saved like a couple $100 just because I didn't buy any textbooks that everybody else did and never even opened. So like, make sure you know the class and you know the professor and everything before you buy your school supplies. So like, you're not gonna use, in college you don't use like binders, you'll use notebooks for some certain classes, but like, for the most part you'll just be using like your computer or like some other kind of like art supply if you're meaning you like go to art school. But like, you don't need those like basic high school supplies, so forget those and leave those at home. Number 8 is like books and games and just kind of stuff like that. Like, you think you're gonna want a lot of like entertainment things, so maybe like DVDs or like just books you've read a bunch of times you want to read again. Like, you will have 0 time to read books. I mean, yeah, like get a new book like while you're at school, that's totally fine and fun, but like board games and stuff, like you won't ever play. Like, you'll have other ways to have fun and do things, but like the board games that are just gonna collect dust, like, don't even bother bringing them. Number 9 is scrapbooks and yearbooks and just like photo albums and stuff like that. Just like the big, like, I have some friends who like had like the huge scrapbooks and stuff that they would bring with them, like, and none of them looked, I don't think any of them looked at them once. Like, I pulled one down to be like, oh, what's this? But like, you think you're gonna like miss home so much and like be crying and like looking at your scrapbook and like, oh, be so homesick. And like, honestly, for all the times I was homesick, I never once opened any of my like photo albums that I had. Like, no, it's big, it's bulky, like, you don't need that. Like, no one's ever gonna be like, oh, show me what your high school yearbook photo was like. Like, nobody cares. Like, nobody's gonna look at that, and so like, it's just a waste of space, and don't bring it. Number 10 is pillows and just unnecessary bedding. So I was a victim of this. I had like so many pillows and just like decorative things and like bed things that were just, it was just like too much, and it would just be a hassle when I would have to like make my bed in the morning, and I would have to like fold up my extra blanket and put all my pillows and arrange everything nicely, and like, it's just so annoying. Like, you don't need any of that. It's just like, forget that at home. Honestly, just bring the basics, but make sure you have a comfy mattress pad. It's okay to splurge on bedding, but that doesn't mean get all the bedding in the world in forever. And the last one, not least, number 11 is duplicate items. So make sure, and I know it's like kind of hard and annoying to reach out to a roommate who you don't know yet, like it's a total stranger, but the last thing you want is to come to school with like 2 rugs, 2 microwaves, 2 brooms, 2 mirrors, no, you need to coordinate with your roommates and just kind of figure things out and make sure you're on the same page, the same level, and just so you know like who's bringing what and stuff. And then you can also split the costs, and that'll just be a lot more efficient for you and your roommate. So yeah. Okay guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I hope it was helpful. If there's anything that I missed and you've been to college and you think like do not bring this, please put it in the comments down below so others can see as well. And let me know what you thought by giving me a like, a good thumbs up, and subscribe. And if you want, if you're really that dedicated, you can turn on the post notifications, but like no pressure. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time with my next college series video. Bye! Despacito, despacito.